Hello YouTube family, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Sharida and welcome. And in today's video, we are diving into fruity floral fragrances. So I have put together a list of fragrances. I feel like they just have a little something unique about them. They're not just, like your everyday run-of-the-mill fruity florals that you'll see at the Macy's counter. But they're still really highly wearable. They're very beautiful, and I think you will really enjoy these. It's the perfect time of year to bring them out. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. All right, now I know this fragrance can be a little elusive, but at the time of filming, it is in stock, okay? And this is going to be Bernat Banana. Now, technically, this doesn't have a fruit in it. It has the banana flower, but it smells very much so like you're eating all parts of the banana. Like you're smelling the peel, you are smelling the fruit, and you're smelling the flower, and it just smells so beautiful. It's very feminine, and it's going to be very unique to anything in your collection. Now, with it having the banana flower, it also has lots of iris. You got a touch of jasmine, but I do feel like you have to vibe with iris because the banana really does dissipate in this scent. And what you're going to be left with, wow, my cat is tripping right now. Let me go let her out. All right, we're back. So as I was saying, what you're going to be left with, a light, powdery, sweet, iris fragrance with some warmth. It's sweet. You have the amber, musk, and tonka bean in the base. It opens with pink pepper, mace, and violet leaf. So again, just very purple floral. There's some sweetness to it. And I just find that if you enjoy powdery fragrances, but you want a fruity floral, then this is one I highly recommend. This is one you're going to smell it, you're going to spray it. And even though the performance is definitely lacking on this, you're just going to want to keep respraying it because you want to get that banana. It's just so pretty, you guys. Like, they sell out often, and I see why. And if you have been interested in this, again, at the time of filming, it is in stock, so I would not wait. All right, so again, this one is Bernat Banana, and this is from the house of Parfums. Next up is going to be one that is very unisex. So if you're the type of girl who don't want it too feminine, like, okay, or if you're a guy watching this and you're wanting some recommendations for fruity floral fragrances that are still suitable for someone with maybe just a little bit more masculine taste. But again, this is very like straight up and down unisex. It doesn't lean feminine or masculine to me. It's going to be Rosendo Matu's number 8. This is a current favorite, and I'm so obsessed with this perfume for so many reasons. You're going to have this bright burst of crisp green apple, okay? We're talking Granny Smith paired with the most delicious pineapple note, and it is accented with these gorgeous amber quality. It's got this muskiness to it that I feel like is probably coming from a combination of the ambers and the purple florals mentioned in the fragrance. And this is just a phenomenal scent for this time of year, you guys. Spring and summer, you need to smell like Rosendo number 8. So this has top notes, like I mentioned, of pineapple and apple, but it also has citruses and pears. So again, very bright in the opening. You have middle notes of amber, cinnamon, Bulgarian rose, patchouli, and iris. And then you have base notes of vanilla, cedar, guaiac wood, and vetiver. That very woody base is what is giving a unisex vibe, especially something like a cedar can definitely just make it unisex like right off the bat. But for me, this doesn't lean masculine. This one I would say try before you buy because some women may think it does. I don't know. But for me, again, straight banana unisex. And I find that the touch with cinnamon, the amber, it just makes it so sensual, you guys. So if you're in the market for a fruity, amber, sensual musk fragrance that is just so beautiful, has some depth but still fresh, then number 8 checks all of those boxes. Again, this is from the house of Rosendo Matu. Next up is actually going to be a dupe fragrance, and I'm talking about this because it is very unique. It's fruity, it's very floral, it's a bit woody. And this is actually going to be even more appropriate for this time of year than the original fragrance. We're talking about latest release from Paris Corner, BAYN. ASRAR. I'm gonna get this one day. So this is the dupe for Guidance that is just extremely gorgeous. If you've been waiting for a dupe, this is it. But this wears just a little fresher, maybe a little bit more watery. I don't mean watered down. It's just got like maybe a little watery quality to it compared to the original. It's not going to be as loud, as powerful, as strong. And me personally, I find that that may be a plus for so many people that tried Guidance. It's like, oh my God, I love the smell, but it's too much. Like, people will sample it, a 2 ml sample, and it's just like, I can smell it everywhere all day. Like, that is not everyone's vibe. Everyone does not love beast mode. So if you found that you love the smell of Guidance, but it was just team too much, please try the dupe. You're getting the smell of Guidance minus some of the woodiness. You're still getting all of these beautiful Guidance components, like rose, you know, the fruity nuances, the sexiness, the spiciness. But the Akigala wood is down way back in here, and I just find that it doesn't wear as loud and heavy as far as the woodiness, but it still smells like Guidance. I think they did a fabulous job on this fragrance, and I'm gonna be wearing this thing out spring and summer. Like, Guidance can really be a lot for, I know a lot of people do wear it spring and summer, but it can be a lot in hot weather. Now you don't have to like spray just a 1, 2 and be done. You can overspray this. Everyone is going to love the way you smell. It's sweet, it's fruity, it's woody, it's sexy. It's just absolutely gorgeous. Again, I would say this is going to be more like your Delina La Rose to your Delina. That, I feel like, is a good comparison as to what you're going to get from this fragrance. They smell very similar. It's definitely an intentional dupe. If you look at the box, if you look at the actual note breakdown, it's very similar. So I think this is a 95% dupe for the original Guidance. But again, I figure that some are really going to actually enjoy this one even more. All right. So again, this one is BAYN ASRAR, and this is from the house of Paris Corner. Next up is probably going to be one of the most beautiful and somewhat unique white floral fragrances in my collection that scream spring summer. But BOREA by Tiziana Terenzi, if you've never tried it, if you love white florals, but you want something that is a powerhouse, that is fruity, but very unique to your collection, please give this baby a try, because it is a 10 out of 10 fruity floral fragrance in my opinion. So BOREA opens with notes of the most creamiest coconut, I swear, and it's also paired with some almond, plum, and pear. You get a lot of plum in this fragrance. If you're a plum lover, if you're a white floral lover, like, I really don't see how you can go wrong with this scent if you like it, you know, a prominent wearing fragrance. You have middle notes of tuberose, jasmine, and freesia, rose, and then you have base notes of vanilla, musk, sandalwood, and oak moss. For me, you don't get too much of the oak moss where it really overpowers the scent. I feel like the florals in here are extremely well balanced and blended. The tuberose does not stand out. Okay, maybe the jasmine a little. You don't really pick up on the rose standing out. It's very floral in nature, but it's almost like they're all just equal parts sharing the spotlight. It's not jumping out as, oh, this is a tuberose scent. Oh, this is a rose scent. Oh, this is a freesia scent. You're getting something that is very 5-star resort, you know, 4 seasons, vacation vibes in a bottle. That is what you're getting. The coconut, again, is so creamy with the vanilla and the almond. It is everything. And if you layer it with a body oil that also has some of those notes, maybe you have a jasmine oil, or maybe you have the Balinese, you know, coconut oil from Nest, that combo right there, you are all set for any vacation, period. So again, this one is BOREA, spring and summer vibes, but very, very elevated. Again, this is from the house of Tiziana Terenzi. Next up is going to be a cherry fragrance. Even though I keep saying no more cherry, no more cherry, I keep buying them. I have a problem, I know, because my next purchase will definitely be the Fragrance du Bois Cherry, because I was just blown away by that one. I can't help it. I gotta have it. But this one is from the house of Moresque, and this is Perpetual. So Perpetual is very cherry, but it's balanced with a gorgeous almond note. You've got this zing of ginger and orange at the top. So it's opening very cherry, but also very bright, and there's a freshness to it. You have middle notes of jasmine, iris, patchouli, and rose. I find that of all the florals, I would say maybe you're going to get a little bit more of the rose than jasmine, but again, very well balanced. It doesn't stand out. It's like, oh, I'm smelling a rose fragrance. So rose haters, I really don't think you have anything to fear with this one. And the patchouli is not strong at all in this fragrance, even though it is featured in the middle, because that was very, very scary for me to see that and blind by it, but it worked out perfectly. If anything, it's there adding something that almost smells like a fizziness and effervescence, because it's paired with those really bright notes at the top with the ginger, and then you've got the patchouli. It's really gorgeously done. And then you have base notes of brown sugar, and you're definitely getting that. You have vanilla, amber, sandalwood, and tonka. So you're talking about a fruity floral that is very cherry almonds, and it's very heavy on the vanilla. It's a sweetness to it, but it's not overly sweet. I wouldn't put this in the classification as a gourmand. This is definitely giving me fruity floral with some effervescence. I love this one. Gorgeous bottle and a gorgeous release from the house of Moresque. Again, this one is Perpetual. So the next one up is going to be from the house of Geron, and this is from that Aqua Allegoria line. And this is for my girly who loves it fresh, but wants something really sweet and pear forward. So this is not going to be, you know, your typical designer pear, which just can really be overpowering and sweet. This definitely maintains a freshness, because you have the most gorgeous grapefruit, lemon, and bergamot in the opening. And I find that the grapefruit really does stick around throughout the scent. And it's a grapefruit done really well, pear done really well, because the grapefruit, it can definitely be a hit or miss note for me, but I find that it works perfectly in this fragrance. So I think this is an EDT, so the performance is definitely not going to be long wearing. But it's just one, you know, it's hot outside, it's spring. If you want to smell fresh, you want a fresher scent, 9 times out of 10, you're going to have to top those off. So decant, take with you, and just top yourself off. This has middle notes of pear, orange blossom, osmanthus, and hedione. And the hedione is just really beautiful in this fragrance, you guys. You have base notes of white musk, cedar, and moss. So it comes off as slightly mossy. When you do get the osmanthus, lots of beautiful pear and grapefruit, simply put. So think citrusy pear. That's what you're going to get. And this is such a stunner for really high heat, okay? Again, this one is GRANITA, and this is from the house of Guerlain. Last but certainly not least, you guys, it's going to be Strawberry Letter. This is the beautiful strawberry fragrance that's got some sexiness, some depth, some grown woman about her. But at the same time, like, I can see someone 22 wearing this. I'm 42 and I wear it's beautiful. So you have this gorgeous red poppy feature in the fragrance, along with a very gorgeous, realistic strawberry note. Strawberry can easily get synthetic, and I don't find that it wears that way on me. So this has got a very ambery quality about it. So if you love fragrances that are fruity, but you want something a little unique with some earthiness, because it does have earthy notes, then I think this is one you would enjoy. I don't think technically this would be a safe blind buy, because either the earthy strawberry quality is going to be something that you love about this, which is why I love it, or you're going to be like, what? I thought I was going to get something a little bit more than lines of Burberry Her. You're not going to get that. These are very different, okay? And someone smelled it, smelled like the strawberries had been dropped in dirt. That was that's how it wore on them. So not a safe blind buy, but it's a love for me. I love this fragrance, and it's one I highly recommend if you're looking for a fruity floral that just gives a little something different, right? And that will not break the bank, because it's just under $100. Continues to sell out. Hopefully it's back in stock. And also, you guys, when it sells out on Fleur, check Anthropologie's website. When I see it, I always post in the community tab, but Anthropologie be on the low, because when you Google Strawberry Letter, even if it is in stock at Anthropologie, it's not going to show up in the Google search. So yeah, she's been a sneaky link, but a lot of the times she is still available through Anthropologie. after Fleur sells out. So you guys, that is our video for today. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure notification bell is turned on, set to all. Last but not least, if you found any value in the content, be sure to give the video a big thumbs up as it helps my channel to grow. It has been real. I love you all, YouTube, and I will catch you guys on the next one.